Alright, so you're wanting to improve at Black Ops 7, you want a good KD, you want to have high kill gameplays, but yet you're finding yourself in a rut and struggling to understand why you are not adapting to this game. Now, as we're aware, they've made a huge amount of changes to Black Ops 7, including movement, playstyle, just everything in general has changed massively, and it's took a little while to adapt. I've played maybe over 16 hours playtime now since recording this video, and I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning and still trying to improve, but I'm finding myself getting better each and every single game by following a few different methods. So if you do enjoy today's video, guys, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single video here on the channel. Now, first of all, you need to have a look at your settings. Now, I'm not going to go into everything in this game at all in terms of settings. I've done a full video on that a few days ago. If you've not seen that, go check it out. I'll leave a link up top for you to check that out after this video. But some settings we are going to go over, some very key settings as well that are going to help with this. So in terms of settings, you want to make sure on your interface you have the largest possible crosshair dot on the screen. Now, what this is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to be able to stay centralized on the screen. Now, you need to make sure you are centering as much as you possibly can in Black Ops 7 or any Call of Duty in general. You want to keep your crosshair centered. And people have always asked this question, why? If you are running around a corner and there's somebody going to pop up in front of you, your crosshairs are slightly above the head or slightly below, you then need to readjust your whole positioning, your whole screen to actually aim down sights to then get that shot. Where if you have centered and you kind of keep your center dot roughly where you might predict an enemy is going to be around a corner, you'll soon get a pattern of play on how that will work the more you play each map, but you'll then understand roughly where people are going to sit round corners. So as you are heading round a corner, you're already primed and ready with your center dot being right in the middle, and you will be able to snap straight down your sights and lock directly onto the person. Now, this isn't going to win you every single gunfight and you're going to become an absolute god, the next scump, and win all the majors, but this is going to help you win a lot more gunfights. Now, obviously, aim assist has been absolutely chomped down on this game, so this is a huge thing you need to do and follow and focus on so that you are actually having the best chance of winning the gunfights. I would recommend making sure you've got the right sensitivity on your controller as well. Ideally, a 1.65 horizontal and a 1.6 vertical is going to be perfect match for you, but it is down to personal preference. I would always say your horizontal needs to be 0.05 faster than your vertical, because you're going to be moving side to side more than you're going to be moving up and down, but this will also help with your centering as well. Now, a few other things that I'm going to recommend going forward. So you want to make sure you're using a good class setup. Now, obviously, if you're going for the camos at this early stage, and that's fine, it's going to be a little bit more difficult having the best weapons all the time. But if you are not bothered about the camos and you just want to get better at the game, you need to make sure you're using the perfect class setup. Now, I've done videos previously here on the channel since the launch of the game, and you can find lots of good class setups on the internet as well. So you want to make sure you're using some of the meta weapons. The meta weapons currently, I would say, is the M50 Modo and also the AK-27. I would argue saying they are the best two weapons in Black Ops 7 currently. So if you are looking to get your kills faster, make sure you're using them at the minute. And then we're going to move into everything else. So how do you play the game? Now, obviously there's mechanics of, we've got all these different movement systems. We've got the wall jumps, we've got the omni movement. There's loads of different styles of play you can play. Now, you are not forced at all in this game to be using the, the bouncing around, the jumping. Maybe the omni movement you are forced into a little bit, but when it comes to bouncing off the walls, you don't need to do it. So if you can't bounce off the walls, aiming and shooting and all that at the same time, just don't do it. You don't need to necessarily do this right away. It's something that you can gradually build into. We've got 12 months of this game before we see the release of Modern Warfare 4 next year. So gradually build yourself up to it. Get used to the game over the first couple of weeks. Try and learn how to knee slide. Try and learn how to drop shot, jump shot. They're the kind of movements that you want to be doing. If you've got an enemy running at you directly in front of you, just drop to your ground and get the shot. Now, if you've got a standard controller, change your settings over to tactical, and then your right analog stick will actually turn into your, your prone position. So you press that in, you drop shot, and you won't lose any control of movement in your right analog stick when shooting at the enemy. Jump shotting, once again, you can jump up in the air, so then when they are shooting at you, they're going to be naturally shooting lower down, which takes more bullets, so you don't need to, necessarily make as much movement, bouncing around, etc. So take your time with the movement system. Now, you want to slow your game right down. This game is a very, very fast-paced game. Obviously, like I said, we've got all the new movement system, we've got the on-your movement, we've got all the, the wall jumping. Slow your game down. If you're finding yourself dying a lot, you're probably rushing around way too much. Slow your pace down, sit back a little bit, and slowly move your way in. Avoid going down the center of the maps. Looks like we're having the 3-lane system again in a lot of the maps, which is good. We love the 3-lane system, but start using the outer lanes. A lot of foot traffic tends to go down the middle of the map. Start using your outer lanes and moving your way inwards, looking inwards. If you're playing Lights of Domination, you can guarantee 9 times out of 10 no one's coming behind you. Like, that's your spawn area. You're protected from behind. So there's only one place they're going to be is forward, but if you're going down the flanks, they're going to be forward and to your right, or forward and to your left. You've got less ground to cover and to watch, and there's a lesser chance you're going to get shot from 3-4 different angles. It's going to eliminate different options and areas where people can kill you from. So slow your game down and use the left and right lanes in these maps instead of going directly down the middle. If you feel brave enough, then fair play, go ahead, do it. But until you've got the right movements, you've got used to how the game works, make sure you are going, down the sides. Now, another thing I've noticed with a lot of players, and I'm guilty of this as well, you'll find yourself going down the same route. So let's say you've gone down the right side of the map on raid, so you've gone down towards where the statue is, and you've died 6 times there. Why are you still going there? Why you keep going the same route? Find different routes around the map, because usually it's going to be the same person, and you're going to have the nemesis on your screen, and they're going to continuously keep killing you because you are being predictable. Stop being predictable. Learn the maps. Maneuver around. If you keep moving down one place, like I said, you're going to keep dying. Don't go chasing kills. If someone keeps killing you, that's fine. Leave them to it. Just don't go that way. You could flank all the way around back towards their spawn and come up behind them and avenge yourself, and then you can get into the similar position shooting towards their spawn. Do not go chasing kills. If somebody's in front of you and you start shooting at them and they're running off, and do not chase. I am very guilty at doing this, and it is something that I find myself doing regular, but you don't need to do it. You just sit and wait. They're probably going to push back for you. They're probably wound up. They're probably going to push back for you. So just sit and wait a minute. If they don't come back, retreat, go a different way, because they'll probably be sat around the same corner that you want to head, and it's definitely not worth the trouble of getting that extra death. But like I say, guys, it is all down to personal preference on your play style. It's up to you what you want to do, but these are just a few pointers that I would highly recommend you following, and you will improve gradually. What I'm going to do is, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to do a more in-depth video. So we'll start doing videos where we progress as a community. So we'll do basics like we have done today, but then we'll take a deep dive, do gameplay breakdowns, and show you where I'm going wrong, so then you guys are not going wrong as well. But if you've enjoyed today's video, guys, definitely smash a like. Make sure you check out my partners, Control Freaks and G Fuel. Links are down below. Save yourself about some cash and improve your aiming game. It'll also give you energy, so definitely go check them out. Links are down below. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know how you're feeling about this game so far. As always, I'll catch you on the next video.